Welcome in, quick hitters. Man, I thought we was going to have a celebration tonight. I thought we was supposed to end this series. Man, I got to tip my hat off to the Boston Celtics. They came in here and fought. They could have easily laid it down, but they had other plans. They were scrambling around on defense like their hair was on fire. They was covering up our three-point shooters. How many blocks does they have on our three-point shooters? Duncan Robinson and K. Vincent, they've been having Struce juice. They've been having real problems trying to get open and shoot some threes. And the big difference in this game, Boston hit their threes. They've been off in this series. They finally struck a match and they started knocking down their threes and playing some inspired defense. They didn't want to lay it down. But as far as the Heat, we lost this game in the third quarter. That was obvious. We turned the ball over. They got out and ran, and they was able to get their lead extended to double digits, and we've been climbing up the mountain since. So, yeah, I got to tip my head off the Boston Celtics. They're still in trouble. I mean, we got to go down there and win the game, obviously. Once you get one, you feel like you can get another one. So we got to go to Boston and take care of business. We can't play around with this team and stumble up and allow them to get another one in Boston, which I don't think that's going to happen. These guys probably already upset and angry about this game. They definitely going to go into Boston real focused, especially when you're on the road. When at home, it's kind of easy to get a little, I don't want to say lackadaisical, but when you're in your hometown, sleeping in your own bed, seeing all your friends and family and everything is comfortable, you're still going to play the game to win it. But when you go on that road, y'all going to be together like a collective unit. Y'all going over there angry anyway. So it's best to go down there and just take care of business. But yes, I was looking for a celebration tonight to win this conference finals. But like I said, man, I don't like Denver. That's already sitting back. Now they got time to scout on us. They got time to get them some more rest. Are we sitting here battling with the Celtics? I always didn't like that. A team that just sitting back waiting for us to finish the series while they just sitting back eating popcorn, watching the games, scouting, seeing who they going to play against, who they going to guard, and all this other stuff. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. This box sheet, it's not going to look pretty on our end, but on Boston Celtics, they had a lot of guys that showed up. But man, when you shooting, damn near 50 from the field and 40 from three, that's hard to beat that. They came in sharp and they fought. They laid down pretty much this whole series, but they're going to wait until elimination game to come out and play like they did tonight. So, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Third quarter got us real bad. Like I say, we was climbing that mountain and never was able to get over it. We kept battling. We was trying to, but they had an answer to every run we had. An answer to every run. But turning that ball over, like I said, and them blocking some three-point, they were just running us off the three-point line. Just running us off the three-point line. So they were starting to get the 50-50 balls as well. We was getting all the 50-50 balls throughout this series. This game, they got the 50-50 balls. So it's been a little change of the guard in this game. Like I said, we got to go down there in Boston and take care of business. So, yeah, we're a little aggravated right now. I know I am, because once you can seal the deal, you just want to get it over with. You don't want to be forcing no injuries. I mean, things can happen each game you go to. Just like Gabe Vincent on his block three, kinked up his ankle a little bit. Going into another game, you don't know what can happen. That's what I say. When you have a chance to end a team, you want to end them. You don't want to play around with them. So disappointed tonight, but what can you say? They came out and they played. They outplayed us. Plain and simple. So we're going to get to this box sheet and see who was iron unkind, who's going to get a star, and, we'll go from there. So let's check out the box score. We're going to start up at the top with the winners. Jaylen Brown, 17 points, 4 rebounds. He had 2 steals. He was 1 for 5 from the three-point line and 7 for 16 from the field. He had a good game. A lot of these guys has been off throughout the series. They struck a match in this one. I mean, they had the sugar going in this game. So Jaylen Brown, you're going to get a round of applause for your performance. Go down to the man of the hour, Jason Tatum. He finally showed out from scoring that 51 points against Philadelphia. Unfortunately, he broke out in Game 4. 33 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. He also had 2 blocks. 4 for 9 from the three-point line and 14 for 22 from the field. Picture perfect for Jason Tatum. He needed a comeback game, and this was it. Now, if he can bottle this up, I don't want to give him too much praise. I don't want to say what he needs to do because obviously he's playing the Heat. I don't want nothing to rub off. But if he can bottle this up and take this just for the rest of his career when you're in the playoffs, especially playing in the conference finals, you want to bring this kind of effort every game. 14 for 22, that was well enough attempts for him, especially when you got all these other guys involved. So we're going to say he emptied the clip. He gets a star as well. Great job for Jason Tatum. Always wanted to do well. I'm a Jason Tatum fan. Just not in this series, but great talent. And I just want him, if he's not going to play well, I at least want to see him putting up the shots, which he did in this ball game. I'll go down to Al Horford. He's been off in this series. He finally bottled him up a good game. 12 points, 7 rebounds. He was 3 for 6 from the three-point line and 4 for 7 from the field. Good game by Al. He needed it. They needed it. You get a round of applause. Let's go down to Derek White. 16 points by him. He was 3 for 7 from the three-point line. 5 for 10 from the field. Good game by him. Let's give him a round of applause. He was in there being aggressive. All of them was aggressive. All of them was aggressive. Marcus Smart, this is a guy that's been completely off in this series. He just couldn't find it. Glad he couldn't find it. But like I said, he's a defensive guy, a 3-and-D guy. He just couldn't hit his 3. But he played all right defense in this series so far. He's got 11 points tonight. He's got 6 assists. He got 2 steals as well. 3 for 9 from the three-point line and 4 for 11 from the field. You see how fast and quick I'm calling out these guys? Because they had 6 guys in double figures. What I say about guys in double figures, I say 4 and 5 is the average. When you start getting 6 and 7, good things are going to happen for you. That's when everybody's getting involved. It's going to be hard to beat a team like that that's got that kind of spreadage that goes around. And I keep saying spreadage. I don't even know if spreadage is a word, but I made it up. But y'all know what I'm saying. They spreaded the ball around, spreading, spread or whatever you want to call it. But I just say spread edge. I don't know if somebody might have to look that up. I made that up for sure. I spreadage. That's funny. But I'm going to keep using it. So, yeah. He had a good game. Like I say, these guys had 6 guys in double figures, man. Let's go down to Grant Williams, 14 points. What a game by him. 6 rebounds. 4 for 6 from the three-point line, 4 for 7 from the field. Efficient. Didn't have a lot of attempts, but he was efficient. Everybody was playing. So that's the right attempts for him. He's like a defensive guy too. I don't want to say 3-and-D. He's not out there just putting them up on the three-point line. He's not a sharpshooter. They're not looking to go to him for a 3. But he's more of a stumbling, a rumbler down the lane, knocking bodies around, getting layups and stuff like that. Can probably post up every once in a while. But he was highly effective tonight. Yeah, when I look at this box score for the Celtics, it just got good things happening all over this sheet for them. So everybody came. I don't know what they talked about, but it wasn't going to be dying tonight. It wasn't going to be dying tonight. Tip my hat off to them. They didn't lay down and die. Nobody wants to get swept. You got to come out with some pride, especially the way they played in that game 3. You almost had no choice to come out and fight because they let go of the rope. Like we said before, they let go of the rope. You let go of the rope, you better find a way to grab that rope and try to tug and pull and hopefully snap it. They snapped it tonight. Well, we're going to go down. Check out the Heat. Jimmy Butler's at the top. What a game by him. Pretty much, he did it by himself tonight. Pretty much. 29 points. 9 rebounds. 5 assists. Couldn't hit his 3-point shot. He's 1 for 4 from the 3-point line, but he got to the free throw line 10 for 12 from the free throw line. Pretty good. 9 for 21 from the field. Now, he put him up. Not a great percentage, but, 42%. It's not bad, but he put him up a little bit. He was 9 for 21. He needed to be around that range as well, too. To me, I'd have took 25 to 30 tonight if I was Jimmy. Especially when I saw how the game was going. He's not a guy that just hoists up a lot of shots. He's more volume. He's more efficient. He don't take bad shots, so it's hard to say, give me 25 to 30 shots. Jimmy like getting people involved while he's staying aggressive. And other guys got shots as well. But Jimmy, you get a star tonight. No doubt about it. He gets a star. We're going to go down to Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is pretty much back in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse. He's out of the doghouse. He's in the doghouse. He's right back out of the doghouse. Now he's back in the doghouse again.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I don't know how he came out with this performance in the game 4. 10 points. 5 rebounds. What we say about his rebounding? 5 rebounds. I don't understand it, but like I said, I'm not going to talk about it no more with him on that. 4 for 7 from the field. What the attempts at in a game like this, especially when everything's going haywire in that third quarter, and then, late in the fourth, you got to grab it. You got to grab it. He didn't grab it. Bam's stat sheet should never look like this. And I already said, I told myself, okay? I told myself, look at Bam as a defensive player. Look at Bam as a rebounder. Don't look at him as a guy that can put up points. Well, he teases us sometimes. I don't want him to tease us. If I see you done it before, I expect you to do it again or more on a consistent basis. But if you're a rebounder and you want to play defense, you don't have no blocks. You have 5 rebounds. And 1 steal. Come on, Bam. See, I'll buy that defensive guy that, block shots and rebounds. But when you don't see it on the sheet, every time you're singled out like this and then real low on points, what you expect me to say? I ain't going to speak too much on it, but Bam is a possibility. I ain't saying it's going to be this summer, but I think moving forward, the Heat are going to try to either trade him or move away from him in the long run, especially if these type of numbers keep coming up. Now, I like Bam. Don't get me wrong. Bam does a lot of things on the floor besides scoring. I hate to say besides rebounding, but he facilitates. He chains shots. He's a guy that can walk the ball up the floor, set up the offense. You know what I mean? He does a lot of things like that, but with all that talent he has, we just have to see more. I'm going to move off of him because I stay on Bam so long. It just don't make sense for me. All right. Gabe Vincent. I'm going to start off giving him a round of applause. Reason why in a game like this, he had 17 points. Yeah. He didn't hit his 3 very well, just 1 for 4. He was 5 for 10 from the field. Because 16 points for a guy like Gabe Vincent, like I said, we're getting used to him scoring at 29 points most in basketball playoff. For him, it's a high. You can't expect that from this guy. If this guy gave you 15 points, 12 points a ball game, he's doing his job. Ain't his job to lead us to victory, to lead us in scoring, to hit game-winning shots? No. Well, he's been more than enough. And if you ask me, he pretty close can be up for MVP if it wasn't for Jimmy Butler for the conference finals. He could be runner-up for MVP. We're going to go down to Khalid Martin. That's another guy. Well, maybe him and Vincent have to fight for the MVP. I'm sorry. Yeah, because this guy here, oh yeah, he put his bid in for it too. He got 16 points. He was 2 for 5 from the three-point line. See, we didn't hit our threes in this game like we normally would throughout the series. 6 for 9 from the field. Yeah, there you have it right there. If you look at it, we didn't hit our threes. When we don't hit our threes, it's real tough, real rough. So that's the difference. Boston hit their threes, and then they won the turnover battle. They got all the 50-50 balls. The old Boston Celtic defense came back. They were scattering around. Like I said, they had a lot more energy in this ball game. So I can't fault them. You know, they went out there and got it. They wanted it and they got it. They didn't want their season to end and they showed it. As far as our pace and our body language was real good up until, the late third quarter going into the fourth. You can tell we was like, we up 3-0. It's gonna go to 3-1. I mean, we still gonna win this series. They fought and they want it bad, so they gonna get it. That's kind of the attitude we had going down. And is it good or bad? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It can't be good, but I'm sorry, quick hitters. I'm just still a little furious. I'm still a little furious, man. I wanted this game tonight. I really did. I was expecting to come on here with a party. Didn't happen. So I'm a little frustrated. But I understand you can't win them all. That's one thing I understand. You can't win them all. So it was bound to happen. Maybe we need this test. Got to look at it like that. Maybe we need this test. Because when we go against Denver, we got to expect not to sweep them. That game can go 7. Don't know. So, it is what it is at this point. But we got to come in game 5 with our hair on fire, with a snarl look on our face, going into Boston looking to take care of business, going down there as a unit, like a band of brothers together, getting on that airplane, going for a mission. We wanted to have the celebration in Miami in front of our home crowd. Would have been nice. It would have been real nice. But if we have to do it on somebody else's floor with the crowd all quiet, they don't really want to see it. We're villains in a stranger's arena, however you want to put it. And if we got to get it that way, we'll get it that way. But game 5 is on, and it's that. So no celebration tonight. It's a game of thought. Gonna reflect. Gonna lay down to sleep. Gonna wake up mad and angry. Then we're gonna get calm again. And then we're gonna get steady and say, you know what? Let's just go down there and take care of business. Y'all know what I call this? Terrible Tuesday. Today is really Terrible Tuesday. It's really Terrible Tuesday. So y'all have a good night. Quick hitters, I'm out. Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. And we out of here. Peace.